Every day, decentralized exchanges become a more and more important part of the entire DeFi ecosystem. However, according to the Zeroswap team, there are several issues with existing decentralized exchanges, including them charging a high barrier to entry, heavy fees, supporting a singular chain, lacking an efficient market-making mechanism, and with the increasing Ethereum gas fees, many people are actually going back to using centralized exchanges. So, Zeroswap hopes to change all of this by giving users the ability to have zero-fee trades, gasless transactions, supporting multi-chains, and a DEX token offering that allows people to buy newly listed tokens in a fair manner. Hey everyone and welcome, I'm Robert with Altcoin Buzz, and in today's video we are talking all about Zeroswap, all of the features that it hopes to bring to the cryptocurrency market. So before we get into all of those features, I just want to give you a general preview of what Zeroswap is, what it hopes to do. So the first thing that we're going to do is simply take a look at the white paper. And when we get in the white paper, we see that there's two key issues that Zeroswap is trying to address. The first of these is gas and transaction costs. The second is what they call fragmented liquidity. So we'll talk about how it solves both of those, but first some highlights. So gasless transactions. We're talking about on-chain trades and adding and removing liquidity with gasless transactions through their unique system known as transaction fee mining. Now, I've been in crypto for about 3 years and I have not heard of transaction fee mining until I read this white paper. So I'm going to do my best to explain it coming up when we talk about those fees. Zero fee, obviously zero fee is a good thing. Make an on-chain trade or add or remove liquidity at zero cost. We do not charge any fee. So if you're thinking about Uniswap, right, we have a 0.3% fee on the trade, but we also have the Ethereum gas fee. So we have a trading fee, a fee, and then we also have a transaction fee. With Zeroswap, we are going to have neither of those if everything goes as planned. Obviously, a governance system, pretty much every DeFi protocol at this point is going to some form of on-chain governance. A reward system, so you can earn rewards from liquidity mining and every time you make an on-chain trade and on providing liquidity. DEX aggregation, so accessing liquidity from all existing decentralized liquidity providers and being friendly and easy to work with for developers to integrate into existing workflows. With that being said, there's really two key issues that Zeroswap is trying to solve. The first of these is the on-chain fees, which there's a lot of other features, a lot of cool things, but I think this is the number one thing that most people are going to want to know about Zeroswap. So we know Ethereum gas fees are high. They say here in the white paper it can cost up to $25 or $100 for simply moving assets and getting an exchange done. Everyone knows this is a problem. Everyone's trying to solve it. So what is Zeroswap's unique value proposition? Zeroswap hopes to change this by doing transaction fees that are gasless as well as having zero fees. So what this means is that initially gas would be bootstrapped by Zeroswap. Parallelly, using transaction fee mining, Zee tokens will be generated. Each consecutive transaction involving an exchange will be fueled in with these Zee tokens. So that is a lot. And I think the best thing to actually do to explain that is actually to take a look at an interview that their team did, because I think it's explained a little bit better in the interview than it actually was in the white paper. So transactions are going to be gasless, using meta transactions and transaction fee mining. So what this means, basically the team has raised a certain amount of ETH, and initially they're going to bootstrap the gas to the relayer on the protocol. So again, this is something that's in development phases. I have to admit, it's forward looking. It's not actually live on the website, as I will show you in just a minute. So we're kind of doing our best estimate here. But what it looks like is that they're going to cover those ETH gas fees. Now, as they keep paying those ETH gas fees, as their ETH balance starts getting lower, what they're going to do is they're going to fund the relayers with Zee tokens. So the relayers will process your transactions for you. They will use whatever ETH is necessary, and then as a reward for doing that, they will get those Zee tokens. So what we see is that meta transactions are already being used for a lot of existing projects. However, no one has tried to tokenize them with an incentivization model, which that's what it looks like the Zee tokens are going to be doing, is giving a reward to those relayers. So zero gas and zero fees is pretty cool, but another interesting thing that Zeroswap is hoping to solve is this concept of fragmented liquidity. So right now, I believe that DeFi is very small. I believe that it has huge room to growth, and so does the Zeroswap team. They say as the number of blockchains offering DEX-related products increases in the industry, it will be necessary for market makers to route across multiple networks for accessing liquidity. So, I agree with this. If we think about providing liquidity on Uniswap or Compound Finance or Venus or PancakeSwap, right? We might be supplying different cryptocurrencies, but at the end of the day, we have funds that we're wanting to make a profit off of. That's liquidity. And what Zeroswap is saying is they're saying as these new chains launch, a new chain might not have all the liquidity that it needs just on its chain. So what we're going to do, we're going to give people the ability to pull in liquidity from different chains. So they give the example of pulling from Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Polkadot. However, they won't actually have to move their assets onto all of those different chains. So they can pull liquidity from where they need it while all keeping their assets in one central location. So with that being said, what I want to do is actually leave the white paper and I actually want to get into Zeroswap, show you what it does, show you some of the features that are live, some of the features that are in the future, and some of the things that you can look forward to with Zeroswap. So the first thing I'm going to do is simply go to products and we are going to go through each of these one at a time. Now the first product that they have listed is Zee, which is a simple, fair, and easy DEX token offering system. So they hope that this is going to unlock the blockchain's potential to raise funds in a decentralized manner. Now, unfortunately, there's not a very good description directly on the webpage. So as I go through this, I'm actually going to be cross-referencing a different article that they hosted on their blog on Medium. So we're going to click on Zee, and what we'll see is that there's basically a lottery system for these tokens. Let's actually go to this one here, and you'll see that in order to be a part of this, you have to stake Zee. Now, this is where the cool model comes in, because with Zeroswap, it basically works on a DEX token offering that's also a lottery. So in order to participate in this lottery, the first thing that you have to do is actually stake Zee. So the number of tickets for the previous lottery we talked about was 25,000. Now, the number of Zee required to stake per ticket was 1,000 Zee. So you stake your 1,000 Zee in exchange for those tickets. There were only 300 winners. Now, once you basically got a winning ticket, what you can do from that is you can buy the token that's being offered. So we see in this example, the number of Zee per winning ticket was 666.67 Zee at 400 USDT. So again, it's kind of a hybrid model, offering a lottery model. So you stake Zee in exchange to get those winning tickets, and then you can purchase the cryptocurrency. So the cool thing is that even if you don't necessarily win the lottery, you don't get that winning ticket, you actually get that fixed yield of 64% APY for the next 90 days. And if we go here ourselves, we can actually see that we have the ability to stake Zee. So we're going to click on stake Zee, and we can see that that APY is 64%, which even if we don't get the winning ticket is pretty cool, is a very high APY even in and of itself. So right now we are on Zeroswap, and what I would like to do is, this is actually their ETH to BSC bridge. So if I had some ERC20 Zee, I would like to swap that to Binance Smart Chain Zee just to see how that transaction works, how it goes through. Unfortunately, I don't have any Zee in my wallet, so I won't be able to show you all that, but they do have that bridge for going from ETH to the Binance Smart Chain. Let's go back here and take a look at the remaining two products on their website. So staking is obviously something that we've already covered. We talked about that 64% APY on staking your Zee tokens. And then the final product that they've got here on their website for us is the exchange, which unfortunately is currently not live. So the cool thing about Zeroswap is they've got a lot of great, interesting features planned. However, because they are so new, because they're just starting out, yes, there's a lot of opportunity, but it means that not all of the features are currently available. Unfortunately, the exchange, which is probably the thing that I'm most excited for, isn't currently online. It's something that we're waiting for, and whenever it does go live, you'll definitely want to check in, make sure you get all the details on that. But for now, unfortunately, we can't use it. So before I close out this video, I want to go over the Zee token utility and some of the things that it does. So Zee is a cryptographically secure utility token for the Zeroswap platform. The token being used in Zeroswap will be used for rewarding users for engaging with the product themselves. So a couple of the utilities that the token has: liquidity providers are stakeholders in a protocol. Users who pull in this liquidity to the DEXs, which are aggregated on Zeroswap, will be rewarded. So that's the Zee token utility. You're going to get those Zee rewards. The DEX token offering: Zee token will be used to enable projects to launch tokens through the DEX token offering on Zeroswap. It's also allowing these Zee holders to participate in that initial offering. So centralized platforms require people to pay hefty fees and go through a centralized screening process. Their vision is that they can have a simple platform where anyone can distribute their tokens and have a ready exchange for it. So that's pretty cool. It looks like Zee token is going to have functionality as far as being able to list your token, but also being able to stake that Zee to be eligible to purchase those tokens that people are listed. Zee holders will be empowered to govern Zeroswap through changes over time. Again, this is something new. This is something that's just coming out. I currently did not find the governance model or the ability to vote. Transaction fee mining. Now, this is the big one. This is the big use case right here for the Zee token. The underlying token could be used for transactions on the exchange itself. So remember when we talked about those relayers, we talked about them being rewarded in those Zee tokens for processing your transactions. So that's an overview of Zeroswap. Like I said, a lot of really cool features. Zero fees and gasless transaction, that is going to be a complete game changer. That being said, a lot of these features are still being rolled out. So when we think about Zeroswap and all of the features that it offers, the thing that I'm most excited about is that gasless zero fee transaction. So if that gets rolled out, that goes according to plan, that could be huge. Accessing fragmented liquidity, pulling in liquidity from multiple blockchains, again, that's going to be huge. The flip side is that because all of this is so new, there's not a lot of details. Some of the features aren't yet live. Now, some people won't like that. They'll say, hey, I want to wait till I've got a finished product. Other people will say, hey, this is something that I believe in. This is something that I really like. So this is a chance to get in early. Obviously not financial advice. What you do is completely up to you. With that being said, I did just want to take a really quick look here at Zeroswap on CoinGecko. We see it's got a market cap of about $45 million. We'll go ahead and round it off. And then if we scroll down here, it's going to give us a little description of the coin saying that it's a multi-chain protocol with liquidity mining, DeFi token offerings, and DEX aggregation. All that power to DeFi with zero fee using transaction fee mining. You can trade it on Uniswap, PancakeSwap, a couple different exchanges as well. So in summary, I wanted to close out by saying that Zeroswap has a lot of great features on the horizon. Some of those are live, some of those are still in the waiting. So as always, I hope you found the video useful. Thanks for watching. If you have anything you all want us to cover, specifically Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, anything really decentralized finance related, whether it's a wallet, whether an exchange, be sure to let us know. We'll check it out, we'll read the comments, and we'll see as we can do. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.